9th of January, 7:48 a.m., SS Bruria, first class cabin passageway. Whew. Finally out of that cabin. I have to admit, this isn't quite what I was expecting. It's less spacious out here than I thought it would be. This is the most luxurious accommodation. Yes, indeed. Kazuma-sama was being sent on his study tour by the government. That's why he's being put in a first-class cabin. Even still, it's about twice as large as my accommodation in the steerage. Really? That must be awful. Oh, look over there. That's another crewman keeping watch. Looks enormous, even if he is sitting down. The door next to him leads to the second-class accommodation. I suppose he's making sure no one comes in here who shouldn't. I suppose. Like people in handcuffs? Naruhodo-san, you look like a little boy visiting a toy shop for the first time. I would have thought you'd be used to the ship by now. We've been at sea for 2 weeks already. Well, yes, I know. But the thing is, I was inside Kazuma's trunk when I first came aboard. And ever since, I've been shut up inside that little wardroom. It must have been a very trying time for you. Please, don't give me that pitying look. Book on top of the table there. There's a pen next to it. Looks like the ship's. The writing is so neat and precise. Every detail about the voyage has been meticulously recorded. You wouldn't expect a rough, ready sailor to have this such beautiful handwriting. And nothing. No reaction at all. Thought he might appreciate the compliment. I'm not sure that rough and ready is much of a compliment, Naruhodo-san. Even to a sailor. Anyway, last night's log is mostly blank. Presumably that means there was nothing to report. Shows each deck. A large-scale steamship with a triple-skinned hull. Marvel of engineering. Well, it's been playing on my mind for a while now. Actually, but how is this that such a huge lump of metal doesn't just sink to the bottom of the ocean? Oh, that's really quite simple, Naruhodo-san. Is it? Well, consider a Japanese archipelago. The islands of Japan. Yes, they're not metal, they're enormous lumps of earth. Many, many times larger than this ship. And they don't sink, you say? They've been floating happily on the sea since God created them. Well, I suppose so. This is a very pleasing shape, isn't it? That is the emergency alarm. It's probably best not to touch it. Oh, an alarm. It says, press only in times of emergency. Looks as though it sets alarm bells ringing all over the ship and brings the vessel to a complete stop. You mustn't touch it. But this is an emergency situation. Just look at these handcuffs. You know full well that's not what the alarm is for. If you were to bring the vessel to a standstill for no good reason, you'd be in a worse situation. Wish everything would just stop, the ship included. If you have to do something foolish, at least make it something that doesn't affect anyone else. Ah, a trap for catching mice. Yes, we have plenty of those back home in Japan. Well, they seem to be using a lump of chalk or something as bait. Let me see. Yes, I think that is what's called cheese. It's made from the milk of cows. Cheese? I wonder what that tastes like. You can't eat it, Naruto doesn't. The trap will snap shut on your fingers. Really? But, I suppose you're right. You weren't actually going to try it, were you? All I've had to eat the past couple of weeks is Kazuma's leftovers. You know how hungry I've been in that wardrobe. Who are you? I'll find you a little snack for you later. First class cabin number 1. Yes, that's our cabin. Not our cabin. It's Kazuma's. Sorry. Your accommodation is confirmed to the wardrobe inside the cabin. You know how to make a stowaway feel small, don't you? As small as the wardrobe I've been calling home. These cabins are the finest on the ship. My own cabin is steerage number 539, by the way. 500. How many cabins are there? This is it. This is the cabin next to ours. The one the ventilator connects to. Yes, the ventilator from which Kazuma wrote that he saw a speckled band emerging. Maybe whoever's in his cabin can help solve that particular mystery. Let's ask. Oh, excuse me. We need to get inside this cabin here. Baylor's eyes speaks volume. The clear saying, keep out. That's what we wrote on a sign we put over the wardrobe doors. Although this man's version of is definitely more effective. It does look like he's going to keep... It doesn't look like he's going to let us pass. That's a problem. So, what am I supposed to do then? That's the way to the second-class area of the ship. Something wrong. I was thinking about making a run for it, just for a moment. Things aren't exactly going well for me. I might be wrong, but I imagine the moment you reach for the handle of the door, that burly seaman would surely shoot you dead. Oh dear, I'm sorry. Perhaps I went a little too far there. No, I started with my talk of running away. There's no way I could run away while Kazuma's death remains a mystery anyways. Excuse me, but could I ask you something? You little stowaway murderer. That wasn't a good start, was it? Alright, let me try instead. Good day, Mr. Sailor. I'm sorry to trouble you, but could I perhaps ask something of you? You little third-class lady's maid. Oh. We seem to have caught the sailor on a bad day, Sada-san. I am not a sailor. My mother gave me name. I am single crewman, beef stroganoff. Best thing is to avoid eye contact, I think. Mr. Stroganoff, about the first class cabin area. Here we are at the finest part of the Bureau steamship. For a very important persons. What sort of very important persons? Government officials, kings and queens, traveling in secret. Many important persons. That is why I am always guarding this place. Gosh, that's amazing. But somehow I let stupid stowaway inside. I want to pick you up and throw you in the ocean, but Stroganoff is not animal. Thank you. If I may, I was wondering, is the cabin next to Mr. Asogi's currently occupied? Duh! Sub-son, did you understand that? Sound like duh! I think it's possibly Russian for yes, or no. It's yes. Genius. It is not permitted to visit others' cabins without invitation. Well, it sounds like there's somebody in the next door cabin at least. Yes, it's tantalizing. Are you on watch here all the time, Seaman Stroganoff? Duh, all the time, all the time. So criminals like you cannot come in or get out. I wonder, could you tell us anything about last night at all? They said about the student boy. Were you on watch last night as well? Of course. And did you notice anything at the time? Anything unusual? Yet. Sub-son, do you understand that? It's very clear. No. I saw nothing unusual. Nothing at all. And you didn't hear any strange noises? Or sense anything was wrong in some way? I said, no. Sorry? Not so sure. Could have sworn that he wouldn't catch my eye for a moment there. Tell us who's traveling in the cabin next to Mr. Asogi's. His name is Mr. Grimsley Roylott. He's a very important Western gentleman. A Western gentleman? Do not think about it. He has nothing to do with the murder of student boy. How can you be so sure about that? Mr. Roylott is authentic Western gentleman. Such a man would have no interest in lowly student from insignificant Far East Islands. That was harsh. Could you tell us when Mr. Roylott came aboard? That is not your business. Come to think of it, even though we've been at sea for 2 weeks now, I've been in Cosmo's cabin the entire time. I've never once heard anything from the next door cabin, or even felt like anyone's there. Well, presumably, since the gentleman is occupying one of the first-class cabins, it must be rather important. Is that right? That is not your business. This is enough. I cannot say more now. Oh. It is time for me to report to Captain. You must return to cabin. Yes. Alright. Bulkhead to second class area is staying locked at all times. You escape when the lobsters whistle on top of the mountain, or as English say, when the pigs fly. Yes, I understand. Good. Now we can investigate this area properly, shall we? Definitely. Okay, so gotta examine the door again. This is it. This is the cabin next to ours. It's the one the ventilator connects to. Letter from which has him on rope that he saw a speckled man. We were upset captain. Solved the mystery. Let's ask. We're out of luck, it seems. There's no one in there to help with the inquiries. How annoying. Ah! What was that? It came from inside the cabin. Such a high-pitched scream. It must have been a woman. Stand aside. I am about to break the door down. Mr. Sholmes! I shan't be stopped when the fit of is on me. I revel. Please, wait, Mr. Sholmes. The door doesn't appear to be bolted. Does it? Now how can I deduce? Then how the deuce can I dispatch the muscular urge? What prey can I kick? I think we should go in. There's no time to think about the stress. He just wants to break down the door. This is your first class cabin number 2. Who are you? Western gentleman. This man looks Russian to me. We heard a woman scream. Don't be upset. As you can see, there's nobody in this cabin. Nobody but me in this cabin. Under the table? True. This old man does appear to be the only person in here. In that case, just screamed. Get out. Out of you. Now! So that's the Russian criminal. Please excuse the intrusion. But you're Mr. Grimsley Rylott. Yes, that's me. And you are? I'm the one and only. Actually, Herlock Sholmes. You've heard of me. No. I'm a great detective. The great detectives. One who adorns the covers of popular magazines, no less. So I assure you, you may trust me completely. This man uses that magazine like a business card. A detective? I do not trust detectives. You distinctly heard a scream emanating from within these walls. So what it appeared to be a lady concealing herself within the wardrobe this time. So might I be bold to ask you to open that small traveling case? What? Don't be stupid. How could anyone fit in that small trunk like that? How about under the table, idiot? Well, it's quite fashionable these days, is it not? Traveling inside one's trunk. Don't look at me. Don't look at me. Oh my! Did you see that? Mr. Naruhodo? Yes! The case just shook. Leave. Now. Otherwise, I'll call the steward. This is Kazuma's neighbor, Mr. Grimsley Rylott. There's no doubt about it. The strange Rushman is hiding something. Couldn't agree more. Yeah, he's covering his face quite a bit. It's 100% him. Let's see if we can find some clues before the burly sailor returns. The mustache is different, so maybe not. Okay. Dang it, Herlock. Do you have a moment, please, Mr. Sholmes? You'd only regress me as Sholmes. That's what I just did, isn't it? No, you said Mr. Sholmes. There's a difference. Yeah. Well, Mr. Sholmes, what were you doing in there? Why, I was resting, of course. Resting? Indeed. I was contemplating a sea voyage from the confines of the wardrobe was waiting. Oh yeah, the scream was the chick. The missing princess. Prima ballerina. So yeah, maybe that is this guy. Like, it has to be. Like, the woman's scream was her. For sure. Indeed. I was contemplating a sea voyage from the confines of the wardrobe whilst waiting for the inevitable time that you would need to call my great powers of deduction into service. Oh! And it would seem that the hour is upon us now. The time has come. Am I mistaken? Well, no, actually, you're spot on for once. Observe closely. A Russian host in this capital, Mr. Boylan, is clearly trying to hide something. And do you know what it is the most effective weapon to use against a Russian hiding a secret? Why, the truth. Though it should be pointed out that such methods are not exclusively for the Russians. Right. Can you imagine how the Russian will react when the secret he got so close was exposed? Would you like to witness it? Oh yes, please. Well then, what you're about to see, any as well astounded. For I'm about to apply my great detective, greatly admired great deduction to this case. Could this man be more than handy at pointing of a dubious Russian, I ask you? What? From time to time, it occurs to me. Is the fellow dubious on account of his Russianness, or Russian on account of his dubiousness? I really don't get either of those things should be occurring to you, or any. That's right, Mr. Sholmes. Mr. Sholmes? I know this man's beard and dark glasses are hard to ignore, especially on first reading. Once I read, it is a capital mistake to theorize before you have all the evidence and bias in judgment. I must have complete silence. What are you doing? Why are you peering at my face like that? Just as I thought. Yes. I've quite made up my mind now. There can be no other explanation that accommodates all the facts. Mr. Roylott, I've researched two incontrovertible conclusions. What do you mean? Number one, your true identity is that of a villain. Thank you for stating the obvious, as villain Bolshevik. Using those shits, you're about to end the existence of something most evil. Are you not? Huh? And number two, the other conclusion I have drawn. You are, at this very moment, no less in a mindset of committing a most grievous crime. Beneath that beard, your mouth quivers with nervous tension as you realize you have been discovered. Does it not? Not a word of that. I never imagined I would witness one of Mr. Sholmes' great deductions with my own eyes. That was a great deduction. Nothing can deceive Mr. Sholmes. In a single glance, he can deduce all there is to know about a person. What? An ineffable twaddle? Oh yes, I've read about countless times in the adventures of Herlock Sholmes. Now I've experienced the astonishing impact of his great deduction firsthand. It's like a dream come true. I could hardly believe it, but all the color has drained from Mr. Roylott's face. Looks like somehow most of Mr. Sholmes' conclusions were right. How? How could you know? How could I possibly know such things? You wish to say? Well then, I shall elucidate. I shall explain how it was I arrived at a pair of conclusions. So do I cordially invite you upon the journey of logical discovery. Let us board the train of reasoning. Put plainly, let us work through my deductions together. Oh, good gosh. Topic 1. Cold pants. I did it. So, the dubious looking Russian for office is what catches the eyes in the first place. And the enormous pair of shears in overhead. Now we ask ourselves, what could we possibly want with such an implement? The answer, of course, is staring us right in the face. You wind up first using the shears to cut away your copious beard, you spoiled. Now, moving on. The question then begged is this. Why would you desire to rid yourself of the magnificent beard you spoiled? Once again, the answer is plain. We have clear evidence to shed light on it. Regard, if you will, this morning's newspaper, particularly the fascinating front page article, which it would appear you have also read, Mr. Whitehead. I'm sure it needs no further classification. The evidence reveals your true identity. The article about the revolutionary. In translation, the headline reads, Revolutionary Van Bolshevik flees Russia via Shanghai. As you cannot fail to observe, the subject of this article poses an extremely copious beard. Having noted the article yourself, you decided to remove your incriminating facial hair before it gave you away. In short, your true identity is beyond doubt. You are the fierce Russian revolutionary itself, Van Bolshevik. Not that I've heard of you myself, second conclusion. You are, at the very moment, on the brink of committing the most grievous crime. And the proof of this crime, over there. Oh my, yes, Mr. Taken unwavered, taken unawares. People have propositioned. And I assure you, the eye speaks so much more eloquently and honestly than the mouth. The answer we seek lies within, where the fugitive glance falls. Proof of your crime sits before the very eyes. Yes, the traveling case. It is time. I think that case can be opened and its contents laid bare. No, I refuse. What could you possibly be concealing inside me? By my estimation. A young lady, perhaps? Unsight enough to fit therein. Don't be absurd. What, pray, would be the identity of the young lady in the traveling case? Dear me. We are not well suited for a life of crime, are we? Careless coup deal with. Once again, we need only to follow the fugitive glance to this final answer. Yes, the reason you refuse to open your traffic case can easily be found in the pages of the newspaper. Or there is another, more stimulating article. If we turn them from the fleeing revolutionary to the back page. renowned prima ballerina of the Novovich Ballet disappears from Cleveland. Such a headlight can lead us to one conclusion. Your crime is that of abduction. And according to the article, the young lady's name is Nikolina Pavlova. Thus concludes Herlock Sholmes' great deduction of the Russian enigma, Limited. That wasn't one of the great deductions I've been hearing so much about, was it? Well, the stories are full of Mr. Sholmes' brilliant deductions, you know. But that did seem a little different somehow. Excuse me, Mr. Sholmes, can you please come over here a moment? Pray, what can I do for you? It's about your deductions. Would you mind? No, not at all. Go on. Well, to start with, there's a newspaper article. I think I had the same discussion before, but these two men look nothing like each other. Ah, yes. Recall your deduction earlier. At the time, I believed I told you. The man in revolution, well, able to revolutionize his own appearance. In fairness to Mr. Sholmes, Mr. Roylott looks more like this man than you do. More like this man than you do. That's not the point. And another thing, part of him being abducting a ballerina, indeed, truly started the revelation. At first glance, the case would appear too small to accommodate a young woman. Not just at first glance, that is too small. Clearly. You'd be lucky if to fit a 5-year-old child into that case, if you pushed really hard. I don't suppose Missy Ballerina is a 5-year-old child, Mr. Sholmes. You mean you don't know? No, the young lady is 15. No, I didn't know. How could I? Well, if she's 15, the 10 years worth of her would be poking out for this case. Not what we decided. Some years ago, I read something pertinent a trope of men consuming vinegar daily in order to promote a certain lethalacy in their bodies. Vinegar was such a sour punch it would surely simplify itself to confine oneself into the confines of the small case. Oh dear, you might be thinking of contortions in the circus. This whole thing is turned into a circus. Mr. Naruhodo, something has occurred to me about Mr. Sholmes' deductions. His powers of opposition are, well, magical. His eyes cut to the heart of the matter, almost instantly. It's just where he directs his attention and logic, it seems to go off. Your idea of a little, maybe a little off himself is society. Just one or two key words in his deductions that seem to let him down. So I was wondering, what perhaps tactically switch them for alternatives? What do you think? Switch the key words in his deductions? Yes. Very tactfully. Feel sure of what we can do for that. We unlocked the true genius of Mr. Sholmes' great deduction. Precisely the thought I was going through in my own mind. This man's a lot of work. Times. But stop with me. Not that fun. And Where are your handcuffs? What? How did... I felt they may hinder your ability to follow me in our dance of dedication. I don't believe it. Mr. Sholmes, you are a marvel. And don't worry, I shall restore the shackles to your wrists when we are finished. I'm not worried. In fact, I'd rather stay like this. So, let us begin. Herlock Sholmes is proud to present his logic and reasoning spectacular. Can we get on with Cosma's murder, please? So, the dubious-looking Russian surveillance officer catches the eye of the first. So, no. So, prepare shares. Okay, so this is just reiterating some stuff. Because what can you possibly want with such a... The answer, of course, concern is right in the face. Using a chance to cut away the previous dirty sponge. I'm sure it's like that can cut off the beard. That's not something I'll ever have to worry about. Doesn't quite seem quite right with me. I suppose the deduction is wrong. Let's try to switch the keyboard using. Alright. I think we start by taking a long, hard look at Mr. Royland. Wonder if it really is his beard that he intends to use his shears on. Exactly. You do manage to find something that seems to fit the sense of Mr. Sholmes' deduction better. Investing your capable hands. Naruhodo is my own. Anyway, seriously, anything we could use to switch around the last set. Was I really going to use those shears for? No way. No. No frickin' way. This is her. This is Miss Pavlova.
Yes!
What? You were on the verge of using shears to cut away the golden locks you swore. Indeed, you have identified the precise detail I was intended to expose. Such lush golden hair certainly does not benefit an old man. You're not a man at all. You're a woman. Just from the length and sheen of your hair. One still very much in your youth. Oh no. Though I had managed to cut off my hair, no one would have suspected. The question then is begged this. Why would you desire to rid yourself of the magnificent loss? Once again, the answer is plain. We have clear evidence to shed light on it. I'm sure it needs no further clarification. The evidence that reveals your true identity. Article about the revolution. Flip it around. No idea the old man was. Why are you staring at me like that? Yes, I was surprised. But you're enjoying this, aren't you? Sorry? It looks like you're in your element as you dance around the room, deducing the facts as Mr. Sholmes. I'm just doing what we agreed. I'm not having any fun or anything. Liar. Yes, I understand. You know? Well, anyway, let's focus on the next part of Mr. Sholmes' deduction show. The evidence that he picked doesn't fit the facts at all now. No, that's true. Give Mr. monster was actually a woman. Exactly. He, or rather she, can't possibly be this merciless revolutionary. I suppose that's because the deduction as a whole has taken a different direction. Yes. Let's switch the evidence with something else. Something that fits the facts as we now understand. For some reason, this woman needs to try to hide her true identity. I feel as though I've read or heard a young woman in this situation before. Alright, I'll do my best.
Yes!
Article about evidence that reveals your true identity is, of course, article with battery. That's right. Hit the nail on the head. Renowned prima ballerina, the Novovich Ballet disappears from the head. It would appear we are finally able to address you by your true name. Yes, because your true identity is that of Novovich Ballerina's prima ballerina. Miss Nikolina Pavlova. Ah! Oh my gosh. You're right. My real name is Nikolina Pavlova. But please, I beg you, don't tell anyone. Now, for my second conclusion. You are the very moment on the brink of committing the most grievous crime. The proof of this crime is over there. Oh yes, Miss Pavlova. Taken unawares, people have a propensity to let their eyes astray. And I assure you, I speak so much more eloquently and honestly than the answer we seek lies with a fugitive Atlantis. The proof of your crime sits before your very eyes. Yes, the traveling case. This woman is the ballerina, and she's right in front of our eyes. So clearly she can't be inside the traveling case as well. No, that's right. It seems she wasn't abducted at all. In which case, what is the crime this young woman is apparently committing? See, I'm gonna have to step in and fix a great detective's mistake again. You seem to look pleased now to understand. Do you like the idea of another chance to dance around with Mr. Sholmes? Stop it! Anyway, must be something else here that shows us what this woman is up to. Okay, so you got the tiara there. But yeah, the missing tiara.
Yes!
Proof of your crime. Surely it's this tiara. I believe this tiara is worn on stage by dancers in the Novovich Ballet. Is it not? Indeed, it would appear to be identical to the tiara pictured here in this newspaper. And reporting is to be believed, it's an ad worth 20,000 rupees. And some of it. The crime you have committed is theft. Oh no. Yes, you left your valet troop unlawfully taking their precious tiara. I have no one, no family, no friends. I'm all alone. I need money. But I should not steal the tiara. It was a present from, how do you say, an earl, Russia. It belongs to me. This girl's only 15 years old, and she's a runaway by herself. She's extremely lonely. Alright, I will tell you everything. There's no point in hiding it now. Come, come. Let us not be hasty. What? There remains one unsolved mystery. Mystery? What do you mean? Miss Joshua refused to open this traveling case of yours in your presence. It is readable to conclude, therefore, there exists some reason why you wished it to remain closed. Is that not so, Miss Pavlova? Here, come. There's no sense in playing games with me. Nothing escapes my attention. Indeed, I have a very good idea of the contents of your case. But before I've ever laid my even before I've laid my eyes. Dear me, you're not well suited for a life of crime, huh? You careless little betrays you. Once again, only to follow the fugitive glance to find the answer. The reason why you refuse to open your case is written on the book's position. Why on the book's position? He's completely changed track with his deduction now. I think Mr. Sholmes has adapted his logic to changing circumstances, don't Maybe. Why has he suddenly brought the bookshelf now? It's just a wild guess, sure. Oh, do you think so? Well, it does seem likely the reason why this young woman doesn't want to open her case would have been written in a book that doesn't even belong to her. Yes, that's true, but still, Miss Pavlova certainly didn't cast her eye in that direction. I noticed it myself. And there's another reason why she won't open her case. It must be somewhere in the same area. If where her gaze voluntary drawn. That's the only answer. Whatever she has hidden inside that case should be revealed by following her gaze in that direction. Let's see, so we got a small picture. Oh, I think I get this. So, like in the preview thing, yeah, like mentioned a snake. She probably has a pet snake, and this warning sign we know mentions pets not being allowed, so she's worried about it getting found and taken.
Yes!
Yes, the reason why you refuse to open your case is written in the rules of pets. Passengers must keep weapons, other dangerous objects in their cabin. Pets are also strictly forbidden. Inside that case of yours is something forbidden from carriage on this vessel. That is the reason why you refuse to open it, thus revealing its contents. As we've seen, the trunk wobbles from time to time. No weapon or other dangerous item would move on its own accord. Which leaves but one possibility, Miss Pavlova. Inside your traveling case. Is the last listed item as forbidden in the vessel's rules. The rules of passage. A pet. Feels literally like... Got ya. Possession of a forbidden animal. Solved. Deduction complete. Elementary. Heck yeah. So clearly, you aren't who you said you were. No, I'm not Grimsley Rosat. My real name is Nikolina Pavlova. Everything you said was correct. You absconded during one of your ballet company's performances in order to escape your home life. Later that same night, you stole abroad this vessel. It couldn't have been easy. Bruya is a huge steamship with a vast crew. Could you really have snuck on board without being noticed? In order to obscure your true identity, you somewhat recklessly took the guise of an old gentleman. And you intended to sever all links to your past by severing your long hair. Yet to a woman, hair is a no-driving matter. A personal recommendation is to leave well alone. So, if it was just you about to cut off your own hair, who was it that let the scream? Who was it that let the scream out? Was it the captain? The vertical sinking of a bell. Why not other than this young lady, actually? More like a full set of pipes, if you ask me. I was so scared when I ran away in Shanghai. I was sure they would come looking for me. That's why I decided to, how do you say, disguise myself, so no one would recognize me. As a result, you transformed yourself into that questionable old man I see. I put on the fur hat and a fake beard. And just before you came in here, I saw the newspaper. Right on the page, there was a picture of me. I was so frightened, I couldn't stop from screaming. I knew that if I didn't change my appearance completely, they would find me. So I decided to cut all my hair as fastly as possible, pick up the scissors in my hands, and... That precise moment, we walked in through the annoying cabin door. Things happen like that sometimes, don't they? Things do indeed happen like that, from time to time. Those two even talk about the same thing. Just one thing I'd like to know. What exactly do you have inside your traveling case? You're right. It's my dear friend inside. The only friend in the whole world. Please, don't tell anyone. If the captain finds out, if you say to any of the crew. Your secret is safe with us, I assure you, but in return, you must tell us, in as much detail as you can muster, about the events of last night. Yes, alright, I will tell you. Well, Mr. Naruhodo? Wasn't it something? Mr. Sholmes' great deduction? Our great deduction? It was certainly something, yes. I'm just not entirely sure what. At least Miss Pavlova has agreed to tell us what she knows. That's incredible. Indeed, it is incredible. Ah, and one more thing. Oh? Yes? What? Observe your wrist. My... Ah, dang it! Your hand! You're cuffed again! What? But how? True to my word, I have restored your shackles. When? And why? Dang it, Sholmes. There's a shadow of guilt cast over you, Mr. Naruhodo. Sorry to say. Can't be helped at the moment. Ha! Can't it? Really? Anyway, let's listen to Miss Pavlova has to say. I can't go on now, no. I have to find out what speckled band that Cosmos wrote about in his diary. What's the bet that somehow this flew through? Like, I know it's probably the thing, but... Don't touch! Huh? I'll tell you what I know, Lessa. Please. You must not touch any of my things. How do you say? Forbid it! Oh, sorry. As well you should be. What vulgar manners you have. Poking around a young lady's private belongings. These are shall I allow it? Hypocrite. Fine, curse. Do you know that someone was killed in the cabin next door to this one last night? One of the crew member told me this morning when I was eating breakfast. The man who died, he was a friend of mine. Oh! That's why we're trying to find out what happened. Do you notice anything unusual last night? Perhaps you heard a strange noise, for example. Perhaps people talking? Perhaps the ship was absorbed in a wild tempest. Perhaps the steam engine exploded. Perhaps everyone on board would have noticed that if that had happened. Oh, that was Ryu talking. Miss Pavlova, is there anything you can tell us? I don't know. I'm sorry, but all I could think about last night was what I had done, whether it be a friend to find me. I didn't notice anything that was happening around me. Oh, I see. You've run away from your ballet company, haven't you? The Novovich Ballet? Yes. I'm traveling Great Britain, and from there, I want to go to America. I will never dance again. I want to forget everything about that ballet. I will start a new life. You wish to forget a challenging proposition. You have this striking tiara as a reminder. But the tiara is mine. I need it to live. I have no money of my own. The Novovich Ballet gives only little food and water, and we must dance all over the world. I had to run away. I had no choice. If I stayed, it would have killed me. So you ran away to protect yourself? Yes. And the crew of the ship, they've all been kind to me. They let me come aboard, and they said I could hide in this cabin. Oh, so it's a crew letter. Aww. If that is indeed the truth, Miss Pavlova, it creates the most intriguing conundrum. Yeah, it does. What do you think about it, Mr. Naruhodo? Me? Oh, well, yes, of course. I think we should hear Miss Pavlova's explanation. To what conundrum? I'm not sure, but... So this friend you mentioned inside your traveling case, is that right? I don't think animals are allowed on board according to the rules of passage. Oh, please, don't tell any of the crew. If they found out my precious. Then the burly Russians would have bestirred themselves in unison to throw you and your case overboard, no doubt. So reassuring, Mr. Sholmes. But what sort of pet is your friend? A little puppy? It is, isn't it? Maybe an adorable little rabbit? Ha! You credit Russia as a land of small rabbits, do you? Oh, don't they have small rabbits there? Don't they have small rabbits there? May as well ask. I have no idea. Ha! You two are misbook burglars when it comes to understanding the nature of young ballerina's friends. Isn't it? obvious. It must be a chicken. Really? Consider the benefits. A rousing wake-up call, daily fresh eggs. And when you adversity strikes, it could satisfy the needs of sustenance. So you'd eat your friends. I'll remember that. Well, it would appear this friend's identity is closely guarded secret not to be revealed. She obviously doesn't quite trust us yet. There's something I should like to show her, I think. Maybe she might be able to shed some light on it. Miss Pavlova, allow me to pose you a riddle. According to this newspaper, it was only yesterday that you absconded from the ballet. Now, that being the case, must have been late last night when you must have been late last night that you boarded this vessel. However, the SS Bureau stopped by no port last night. Ah, that's it, of course. So how is it, pray, that you come to be aboard? Now that I think about it, the crewman outside the cabin acted very strangely when we mentioned that. It was just after we asked him about when the occupant of this cabin came aboard. That is not your business. Yes, you're right. You did seem to be hiding something. An angel descended from the heavens, bringing grace and beauty to the stage. Sorry? What was that? It's how the Russian newspaper described one of my performances. And that is how I came here too. I descended from the heavens because I am an angel. You did not fly, woman. I'm not buying it. Considering English isn't your mother tongue, your description is very vivid. Mr. Sholmes once said, I never can resist the touch of the dramatic. See if Miss Pavlova is the same. A genius descended from the heavens, bringing grace and beauty to deduction. Words once said about myself. A quote from the wonderfully extravagant advertisement for the adventures of Herlock Sholmes, in fact. Yes, Mr. Showy. Anyway, it doesn't look like Miss Pavlova is going to tell us what really happened. Okay, so what can I show her? This is a diary of my friend who passed away. His diary? Yes, and he wrote in the last night before he died. Something a little unusual. It reads, 1:23 a.m. I can hear a faint whistling sound. Then a few minutes later, 1:35 a.m. It looks like some sort of speckled band is dangling from the ventilator grill. A speckled band? I don't understand. It's strange, isn't it? But the ventilator he mentions joins to this cabin, you see. It's up there on the wall. In other words, the cabin and the victim's cabin are connected together. Oh. Miss Pavlova, has something occurred to you? Does the speckled band the victim mentioned mean something to you? Or is a whistling sound, perhaps? No. I don't know anything. Oh? Excuse me, Mr. Royal. Yes? What? Wow, she's fast. Captain would like to speak with you. You must come to the captain's quarters at once, please. Oh, I will come now. She has the scissors in her hands again. What? You must leave. Now. Oh, no, it's fine. Don't mind us. Yes, please don't worry about yourself, Mr. Roylat. Get out! Yes, the passenger said out. Or do you want me to throw you out? So we'll have to leave investigating this cabin until later. What a pity. So we lost our chance. Having still not managed to investigate Miss Pavlova's cabin, we were still unceremoniously chased out. That is to say, we were quite literally picked up and thrown into the passageway outside.